125 pounds now.
120.
Can't wait to see him again. All right, you can go live now.
Dog almost weighs more than
Yay, I
that,
have
dude.
our permission. We are now live.
Yay!
Yeah, there
Yay.
was much rejoicing.
Yeah.
Much rejoicing.
Welcome to the first West Marches campaign,
This should
proudly
probably open up.
sponsored by Patreon. By our Patreon followers, we have with us Captain Cowhat playing
Hi.
Rykert the Vigilante. We have PC playing an alchemist. We have Scooter playing
Yes.
Scooter. We have Shy Siren playing Rolani. Sab playing Kulgruk, and Tael playing Lyra, who has uh, called that she's going to be the first to die.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, place your
It's either
bets,
gonna
folks.
be
Place
me-
your
It's gonna
bets.
be either me or my horse. It's gonna be the first one to go.
I should probably have straw poll open.
I should probably have the
See who will be
Twitch
the
chat
first
open.
to die.
And,
Yeah, we'll do that.
We'll
yeah,
take
they're
a
just
vote on
saying-
who's the first to die right now.
Yep, I'll do that.
Cool shall outlive all of you.
I need to mute the stream, and then I
See,
need
I
to pop
can't
out the
commit
chat
to
window.
anything
Okay.
because I am true neutral. So I should at least commit to be the first one to die.
You like your character. It's always gonna like. I see it now as the robot from Hitchhiker's Guide. Just like maybe not monotone, but
Why?
yeah.
Why everything? Why?
Why?
What is the straw poll for? What is?
To see who's gonna be the first to die.
Is it?
And I'll keep that open.
Yeah.
I'll keep that open so we can see if the predictions are actually met as everybody votes on Tay. Ooh, suddenly all the votes.
Somebody voted on everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a vote.
All right. So, just to share with everybody kind of what's going on here, West March
I
is.
want a TPK.
Hey.
Fine.
If you guys haven't seen the known information in the post I made in like September, there you go. That is the background and information on the world. Essentially, this waste, this death fog, is slowly encroaching on the world. The players are all either from Glintberg or Hearthfall, and they're basically on the fringe of society. You've got the Rust Clay Ridge, the mountain range that's kind of to the south. That has so far helped in preventing the fog from spreading too close the waste. One of the players has procured a map with an X on it. They think it's a treasure map. We'll get to that in a minute.
Nothing bad ever come of map.
Basically, there's four main known like enemy tribes out there. You've got two different tribes of goblins, the Utguts and the Clack gangs. You've got kobolds, which are the draggy kobolds. They worship a red dragon up in the mountains. And then you've got these Tengu called the Blackfeather Clan, which kind of sometimes go mad. What's up, Jason?
Jason.
What we will do is kind of go into this really quickly. Rykert, you have procured this map.
Oh, I have the map.
Yes, you have the map, and it was while you were over in Glintberg, you were gambling, and one of the things that was put up for stake was this map, and you won through perhaps shady means a little bit of gold and this map. And you studied it and realized that you got a vague idea that it's somewhere.
So that's what that is.
You've got an idea that it's below the Rust Clay Ridge, which is mountains to the south. Like they kind of like surround the city a bit, or sorry, not the city, but this area a bit. They provide a natural barrier from the terrors of the waste. And you've kind of been going around and trying to kind of build this party up. And so far, you've gotten Kulgruk, Lyra, and Jamin in on the action, saying that you found this map. That's, there's got to be some kind of valuable treasure. The last person that you had recently got in on it was one of the militia people in Hearthfall, which is where you're at right now, which is the last main city before you get to the Wastes. And this person is Rolani. She used to be part of the militia there, and she's kind of gone like she's on a mission to stop the waste from spreading further. So she decided to join up simply because it's going to take her out towards the waste, so she can kind of study and take care of it essentially. So you guys
Stab the gray matter.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I must purify the
So
tanks.
you've built this party up, and you're actually now in the process of buying the last of the goods that you need before you take the trip. When you take the trip, on any non-road tile, it counts as basically a third of the day. So you can move 3 tiles per day in the wilderness.
Okay.
You can only move 2 tiles per day in the mountains. But if there's a road there, you can move up to 4 tiles a day. All of the the information is right below the stream, everybody. Let me pull up the link one more time.
Cool here to crush skulls.
Is your intelligence
Good room,
even,
happy for
like
that.
low that you have to talk like that?
Cool is quite intelligent. Cool prefer third person because Gurum delight in such.
Cool is also only a half orc.
Yes.
Makes it sound more
This
This
is
is
not
just
better.
half.
He's just
Cool,
trying real
cool
hard.
try to fit in with orc society more.
So
Determined.
occasionally he enters like purely intelligent debate, perfect grammar and everything like that, and then he realizes the party's nearby. Yes, cruel not happy with world.
Look,
All right.
you need to cut me a deal
Cool
on
is
this, okay?
frustrated with orc. Fuck it. Why am I trying?
You sat there during bartering, and when nobody else is around, he's like, "Look, you gotta cut me a deal on this, man. I really need this. I'll do you some favors when I get back. You know, I healed your sister a few years back. Cool need. Cool.
Okay, so Jamin has 72 gold left. Rolani has 70 gold left. Lyra has 42 gold left. Cool have 17. And Reichert has 17 left as well.
Yeah, cool has 1,700 left. Mm.
So Vex,
Alright.
it's been decided that my psychopomp's name is Scooter.
All right, Scooter the Psychopomp. Fantastic. All right,
Scooter is now officially in.
so what we're
I
doing
realize now why Cool doesn't have a horse is because he has -3 ride skill.
now, you're right.
He tries to get on a horse and he falls over and breaks an arm.
You
So-
can just ride Scooter as your mount.
When people ask him to get on the horse, he's like looking at he like hooks a foot onto the pommel of the saddle and like uses his hand on one of the stirrups. And he's like, "Is this how you do it?"
All right, so this is the day before you guys are actually going to begin your travels. You have today to get any supplies you think you'll need. You can make knowledge checks and all that kind of stuff. You might want to see what the weather's going to be like. What I'll do is since this is in order below where the cameras are, I'm going to go with, starting from, it'll be Jamin, Reichert, Rolani, and let me just add turns. This will be far easier. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
So I could say use my knowledge nature.
And Reichert is our fearless leader.
Good thing I have some idea what I'm doing.
Class are you?
He's a vigilante, but he
I don't know
built
what
the
that
party.
Is he Batman?
He's Batman.
Yeah, he's Batman. Yeah,
Yes.
All of those
comes out
daggers he
enemy-
has, he's carefully carved them to look like bats.
exactly.
No, he's like the College Humor version of Batman.
Oh,
What comes out of this gun?
there
You know what
go.
comes out of this gun? Injustice.
All right, Jamin. Everybody's kind of together today. You guys are kind of moving around the town, trying to get the stuff you need. So you're able to talk when it's not your turn, but try and keep it organized. Jamin, what are you trying to get today, if anything? You already have quite a few things as far as what you need.
But I love excess.
Mhm.
Gimme.
Like, you already have a
34
bedroll, you have
miles.
feed, you have rations, all that kind of stuff.
Are you telling me that some of the things here have value?
Oh, man.
Just give him an herbalist kit.
Can I do a knowledge and not a perception to find if everything here has value?
A full
That would be an appraisal check.
Rob the town.
I like that idea too. Appraisal.
All right.
Oh,
Roll.
plus 10.
Yes,
Okay.
roll a 1d20 plus 10.
Oh.
So it begins.
the first in-game roll of the night. You
No,
failed.
but everything's not worth it, man. These towels are worth like 50 cents, bro.
No, you overvalue everything. You're seeing all the stuff and you're like, wow, this is some high quality. Look at this dagger over here. It's got to be masterwork. It has visible signs.
Everything.
It has
here
visible signs of
has
rusting,
value.
but you look at it and you say, no, that gives it character. It's antique.
Clearly, it's a
see,
rust-inducing
look at the
dagger.
It gives it value.
It has a
a
+1.
story of its
I feel
own.
like I should
So
just
I'll give
call
you-
you an idiot and appraise it myself.
So I'll give you.
Triple A quality.
I'll give you a another check to make. You said you wanted to make a knowledge check of some sort.
Yes. Nature.
Knowledge
The
nature.
weather.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That rusty dagger has a
It
+1
would
to
actually
cosmic
be
tetanus.
survival. So this is a +8.
But either way, I got above a 5. Let's watch it fail. Da, 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 da.
Disease.
Why did you change your dice?
Why'd you have to say above a 5 and then you get a 4?
So, Jamin, after looking at the dagger and you guys kind of like, we got the shopping. Why don't you see what the weather's going to be like? He just walks to the shop window and is like, it could rain.
Then
It
he's
could
like-
not rain.
Like, he just breathes in there. He's like,
It
could rain.
exactly there. And that is the forecast for the next 5 days. Reichert.
Clearly, the weather rock is more accurate.
Reichert, what would you like to do? You all are aware of the problem with Kolgruk, and that's not his speech impediment. That is that he doesn't have a mount, so yeah. I mean, you could always throw them on the back of the ass.
Just tie him up and drag him along.
Yeah, you don't have to make a ride check on the back of the donkey. So you just kind of hold on, and the donkey takes you. And you're not going to be marching. If you are marching, the donkey
For
couldn't
a
keep up.
donkey though, half orc on a donkey.
Cool, only
That's
wearing
A half orc on a half horse.
It's like a mini pony.
You got
Donkeys
any
are strong
idea how
animals.
much donkeys can carry?
Right.
Donkeys are strong animals.
All right, so
That-
Reichert, what would you like to do? You got 2 checks to make, Reichert, and then any kind of buying or purchasing if you want to do anything.
Down there. Let's
Wow, it's pitiful.
looking around at my stuff to see if there's anything I can do.
No, I said scooter.
You looked to the side and someone was talking whenever you said the S. So I
He just
No,
set
it's
off this like pitiful
it's
meow.
not
And
mine.
I was like, what the heck was that? I thought it was Sal
I
making
mean,
weird
I guess I
ass
could
noises.
try and figure out the best likely route to take to get to our destination. Because even if we find everything, just because we know where it is doesn't mean we have the best route planned.
Yeah, for sure, and that's mostly what Rolani's for, is to help kind of guide you.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's familiar. She's been beyond the Rescalade Ridge, but it's been a long time.
Think of Alani as your not so friendly neighborhood knight.
I missed that cat. Oh my god.
The donkey's gonna
It
be.
was
have a whole
so
lot to
quiet
do.
on Wednesday.
Let's see your strongest skills.
My strongest skill is escape artist,
Mhm.
so I don't think that's going to be very much.
You could also use survival to kind of get a better grasp of what the weather's gonna be like.
Yeah, sure.
It
I'll
could
do
rain.
that.
We know what the weather's gonna be.
Why even
There's
check
always a
again?
possibility.
He went and looked in the window. I'm going to check the weather rock.
Will cover us with water.
You're gonna check the what?
Check the weather rock.
Okay.
Oh,
Goes outside, picks up a rock.
No, you
Tell
don't
me
know
your
about the
secrets.
weather rock? It's a rock
Yeah.
tied to a string.
Yeah, I know.
oh, that's a,
Where's the
rock is-
weather?
let's try this in. Oh wow.
The rock is not wet.
It is not
raining
raining
yet.
right now.
And it's not raining yet.
he,
might
he comes
rain.
he comes back inside. It could rain.
It could.
That is what exactly I told you.
You can also give me a sense motive check if you would like to kind of ask around town, get some
Yeah.
stories, perhaps.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll just kind of redo the. Yeah, I'll just redo the roll because it's the same number.
Mhm.
There we go.
All
That's
right,
a
so
good
you're
number.
asking about, and the general story seems to be that the draggy kobolds have been coming down from the smoldering remains. There's, of course, always the sound of battle. Every few nights, you can kind of see some glowing up in the mountains.
Exploding goblins.
Yeah, exploding goblins and
Cool
kobolds.
gets psyched at hearing this. Yes.
But recently, there's been tale of them coming closer and closer to Glinthurst Mine. So you think that there might be a chance if you are heading south that you could run into the kobolds a little earlier than expected. So be prepared.
All right. All right.
Let us purge the unbelievers.
Yes.
Purge the unbelievers. Sickness must be purged.
This shall be a mercy.
All right, so that was your 2 checks. You don't need to buy anything.
Cool will use those as
I wanna
battle
buy
cries.
We'll get to you.
Take a look at my character sheet. Discover new things every time.
All right. What I will
I
do
didn't
is go
realize
ahead.
I'm playing
with your
such a
pretty
short
horse.
character.
All right, we'll go to Rolani. Rolani, you get 2 checks to be able to make, and if you want to buy anything, go ahead.
I don't know if I want to check the weather.
It's a survival,
Everyone
so
needs to check the weather.
I'll check the weather. Don't worry about it. I've got a nature check of 10. We'll be all right.
it's a survival check.
That's
Oh.
exactly what I said.
Let me check my sheet because it has a little asterisk next to it. What does that mean?
It gets bonuses for certain things.
So what does it? I'm reading.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
What does it mean?
What do you mean? No, I'm not going there.
Oh, okay. I get a bonus for tracking.
Yeah.
So
But this is just for determining what the
No,
weather
I'm
is.
just
Dungeon one together with a rock.
Just tracking the clouds.
Up a line.
She's found cloud footprints.
That one is going that way, and
There
it
you go.
could rain.
Can I tell the weather?
Yeah, you can tell that there's going to be a storm front moving in within the next 3 days or so.
Oh, hey, he's
Right,
right.
it's gonna
There
rain.
will be rain.
Yeah, there's definitely a high chance of rain, but on top of that, a likely chance of some severe thunderstorms.
What do we need?
God damn!
So if you don't have tents would be a good thing, or if you can find stuff to help make like camp
Yeah,
structures and all
well,
that.
if we're out overnight when during the storm, we're not going to be camping on the ground. So
How
this
much is a
something we
tent?
A tent
Where would we be camping?
in the
if we're
woods,
going out
duh.
to this map, and
But you
don't
said we
find
wouldn't be
it-
camping in the ground.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to find some place to elevate your tent.
So you can get a hanging tent for 20 gold.
Just remember never to throw your tent at something or someone.
You can get a medium-sized
So in game,
a medium-sized
How many
tent
people-
is
How many people can be in the
a medium-sized tent is 15 gold. That fits 1 medium creature. The same with a hanging tent, 1 medium creature. If you wanted a large tent, it could hold 4 creatures, medium-sized.
Oh,
But there's
what
no
four
large
creatures?
hanging tents.
You just need to fold up your tent properly so that no water gets
not
into
have enough money to buy a hanging tent.
I was probably in Boy
They are
Scouts.
20 golds.
Kugruk only has
Promise I don't
17
have 20
gold.
gold.
Rolani is going to. Where's my money?
Oh, you're correct.
What
I
size
read
am
that
I?
wrong. You're
Medium or
medium-sized.
small?
Yeah, I read that wrong. It is medium holds 2 creatures.
How much
Even
money
a
do I
medium
have?
hanging one,
There's only one size hanging one.
and it's for one.
Isn't it
Um,
basically just a hammock with a tarp over it?
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Couldn't you buy a hammock and tarp for cheaper?
No, that is medium tent. That's all you get.
Oh, I don't know.
I want
See,
to
the
find
hanging
out-
tent.
My diplomacy is so low.
Okay, I have 70 gold on me, so I want to go up and see if I can strike a bargain on a hanging tent.
Okay.
Just so everyone's aware,
Do that.
the edge of that is as far as we can see. The edge of the pink circle, when it gets to the full size, that's as far as we can see. Vex can see much further.
I can see the
Yes.
everything.
I can barely see the smoldering.
Yep. Just vaguely tiny.
Okay, so
I can
before
try
do
and get
this-
us
I mean,
A campsite
So
kit.
before I do this, I'll ask who's not prepared to go camping.
Cool is not prepared.
I mean, if somebody wants to, I don't think I
You're
have a
prepared
tent.
for anything.
But
I don't have a tent at the moment. I'll
Cool
have
is
to-
am I,
prepared for
attuned, am
battle.
I already attuned to my ring?
What's
you
that?
see,
Am I already attuned to
Yes.
the ring?
Mhm.
Okay then. Yeah, I could split a tent with somebody.
You wouldn't need. Well, you wouldn't need a campsite kit. Everybody's got bedrolls and stuff like that. It's just the tents that you don't have.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Cool can cook, maybe.
you
I
see
mean,
Jamin just shaking
that I
his
could
protein
probably
bottle.
split a tent with somebody then, because I'd only be asleep for a short time.
I
well,
can strike a
Then
bargain.
you could just get a large tent then.
well, no, medium
because-
tent.
No, a large tent holds 4 creatures, and if he's only going to be asleep for 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 to 4 hours,
Yeah, so we won't need a large one.
no, you would because there's
Because then we'd
5
only 'cause
people.
we'd only need to worry about 4 people being in a tent at any
Yeah,
time.
there's 5 people there,
Okay.
so you could
And
buy.
could we find a way to? Well, no, we can just do this. Okay, so I will go up and try to see if I can get this for a little bit cheaper than 30 gold.
Okay, you can make a diplomacy check. That is a +7 and an additional +2 because you were ex-militia here, so they see you favorably.
Can't.
Can I
what's her-
help at all with the?
Yeah, do an 8 another.
Can I help because of the merchant thing? It says a +1 trait bonus and
It won't-
bargaining for the price of goods.
Yeah, you're just gonna be providing a +2 to her. You won't be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then I'd
You
do
don't have to
that.
roll anything. Yeah.
So it'll be a 25.
There's also the
Fine,
spoon
Hannah.
that feeds up to
Release
4
the dog
people.
of wars.
Um,
Isn't that just a cleric?
the sustaining spoon.
I also have the sash of fruit. Something.
Okay.
Well, that's a wondrous item, and we don't have that.
No. I was telling them in there. Alrighty. Yes. Roll me.
I have the fruitful sash. 3
If
fruits
there's
a
a
day.
2 added to that, that's 25. Roll me
She made the roll.
2d4.
2d4.
All right. So he would be willing to part with that for 24 gold instead.
Alright, that's a lot better. I'll take it.
Okay.
Oh, it's so exhausting hanging out with all these people. Oh, cool, ready for battle.
So after I get the tent, I know that Cool's turn is next, but before my turn is over, I'm going to kind of look over whenever he say that and be like, well, I need to go pick up a shield too. So
Okay.
Okay,
You
we'll
want
go with.
to go ahead and buy a shield?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of shield do you want to buy?
I want to buy
I can try and strong arm him into giving it to you for cheaper, but I don't know that that's really gonna help.
a light steel shield.
Yeah, that's the one big thing about the Ring of Sustenance is
Ring of
The
Sustenance is
sleep.
amazing.
the sleep is what really makes it worth it. As I hiccup.
I still need to eat with it though, right?
Not with the Ring of Sustenance, I don't think so.
Okay.
It normally provides enough for 24 hours
All right.
for one person.
I was wondering
Like, you
about
don't
that 'cause,
actually-
like,
yeah.
I don't see any food items on my gear
Mhm.
list.
Yeah, you don't need food with it.
Hey. I can always eat food to increase or decrease my weight though.
Alright, so what kind of shield did you want? You got
But I also have disguise for that, so.
a light steel shield?
Yes.
Alright.
Just to have something on me.
Alrighty, that's 9 gold.
Okay. And I will just give him 9 gold for that. 'Cause
Alrighty. Bumps your AC up to 18 when you have it.
I'm not gonna wear it now, but
Okay.
whenever I have it on my sheet over here, so. And I'm
Alright.
done.
Alright. Cool, Grook. You have 2 checks, and you can buy stuff.
I am.
I wish to buy a buckler, and I will slap it on my arm.
And then it falls off because you didn't strap it to your arm.
Then I will strap it. Why do you not have this as a slap bracelet form?
So you're just buying a buckler?
Yes. That's 5
Alright.
gold.
5 gold, yep.
5.
Mm-hmm.
Cool cannot afford a mount. Cool is scared of horses. Horses are strange, magical beasts.
Especially those goat horses.
Yes.
Alright, that bumps your
Cool.
AC up to 18.
Cool. Shouldn't it be 19?
It's not masterwork, is it?
No, my thing is already at 18.
Let me see here.
I have +6 from armor and +2 because I'm utilizing a feat or a trait with my weapon.
Man, I haven't played Pathfinder in so long. None of my
Yeah,
books
you-
are relevant to this.
Yeah, you gave me the orc weapon expertise defender,
Yeah.
gain a +1 shield bonus
Yeah.
or +2 with 2
Oh,
hanger.
that's why. You don't need a buckler. It won't help any because it's a shield bonus.
Oh,
Yeah,
Never
so
mind then.
sell that back. Wait, cool, no need this. It picks it up off the ground and hands it back.
snatches the 5 gold back. All right, I'm gonna go get some. What do I not have?
A mount.
I cannot afford that. I have 17 gold, not 17
It's okay.
gold.
Cool have boots of kitty cat.
Yes, they are so fuzzy and furry and warm. Okay, do we need like rain cloaks or something?
Like the weather. Yeah, you could, but it wouldn't make too much of a difference. Normally when you go for stuff like that, it's like for extremely hot or cold weather.
Is it going to be extremely hot or cold? Do we know from that?
No,
25 check?
it's like a cold front's coming through, but it's not gonna be super.
Not on
super
this
cold.
computer, but I do have the PDFs for everything somewhere.
Yeah, I actually have a
Alright,
lot of the
so-
books on my bookshelf back there.
It looks like I have a bunch of things,
Actually, open
Alrighty.
that up, though.
but I do not have any
Useful.
chalk. So I will get some chalk.
Yes.
How much?
That is actually a very good idea.
So I will get like a bunch of pieces of chalk for writing on walls and stuff.
All right, we'll get 10 to make it a whopping silver.
All right. Is there anything else I should buy? Yes. No.
No,
maybe?
you've got
I don't know.
pythons and you've got, I believe you have some tripwire so you can
Oh,
make
there are?
traps and stuff.
I don't know what your people
I had
use.
4, so
I am half your people too.
No, you're
I have
not.
4 bestiaries, ultimate combat,
I think
and
I am.
what is that?
Aren't you a half
Advanced
something?
player's guide.
No.
The
Lonnie's
rules,
pureblood.
the rules for yeah, the
Lonnie's pureblood. What?
elf.
Elf.
The rules
Oh.
are all free. You can check out the SRDs, but I support them by buying the books because the books
Yeah.
are really fantastic. The artwork's
I
amazing.
used to have ultimate campaign, but then I lent it to a friend and never got it back.
Oh, sad face.
Having the feel
All
of
right.
like an actual book in your hand is so
Alright, hang on.
rewarding.
Cool. Any skill
It's
checks?
easier to read through a book than just to flip through a PDF.
Cool. We'll do a sense motive check to see if there's anything else we can learn about heathen unbeliever
Okay.
that we may
Heathen
run
unbeliever.
into.
Kulgruk is a cleric, right?
No, war priest.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Cool
where's
group
all
think-
this work coming from?
Clerics are pathetic, pansy.
So
You gotta
Whoa,
be,
pretty
the
real.
meta medic.
Cool also confirms that kobolds have been sighted, out not like right up on Glinthurst Mine or Glinthurst Mine, but close enough to start causing worry. Like it seems like the kobolds might be trying to build up or make a move against the mine or something.
Worry? Cool do not worry about bringing message
I
to
didn't say-
non-believers with axe.
I didn't say Cool would be worried. I'm talking about the miners. The children are worried.
Oh, yes. Cool worry for children too.
Just
children
let a
not
cat give up on
children-
life.
children not
Feels
children not yet know message of Gorum.
All right. Any other
Cool
skill
will let
check?
them know. Let me see. About the only other thing I can do is try and intimidate stuff out of people, or do a survival check. It looks like. Wait,
I
wait.
think your
Is there-
states are diplomacy.
Just need to keep
Yes.
confirming the weather. Eventually, one of us will roll over 20.
Is there anyone in town who needs healing? Who needs a wound tended
Weak
to?
unbelievers, sure.
Yeah.
Are there any believers in town who require Cool's healing?
Nah.
The
Not-
weak
not in
believers
Hearthfall.
can use healing of the brain.
Yes. Can heal brain with hard smash attack against it.
Nah, nobody needs any healing of any sort.
Very well. Is there any? I'm going to use a survival check to try and figure out. Is there any specific obstacles or anything that we know of that might be in our path that we may need specialized equipment to deal with?
Yes, you need to get bicycles. There is a BMX course about 3 days north of the X marks the spot. no, there's nothing that
So
you.
X means X stands for X Games.
Yes.
Cool has figured out mystery.
Cool be on ESPN 3.
We get,
Winter X.
we get there to be greeted by Sir Anthony Hawkenstein.
All right. No, there's as the screams of children fill our ears, and the cat feet. No,
There's cat feet.
there's nothing really like that you know of that would be a particular obstacle, other than stuff that the kobolds might have set up as traps.
Cool find pretty cat on
That
side
was
of
the
road.
scared
Cool.
villagers
Yes,
in
that's
the background.
there's currently a kobold attack, but I'm keeping it hush hush. Those are the children and villagers screaming in the background from a day away. You hear the echoes.
Cool has
Alright,
found a cat.
Lara.
Cool spent the rest of turn with cat.
Layra, you have 2 skills that you could make a skill check on, and you can also buy stuff.
Okay. Is there anything in particular that I should go ahead and buy? Like
you do not know
help,
what you have.
like I don't know, help Cool get a mount.
Cool does not
You don't
need
have enough
puny
money
mount.
to get a mount for
You
Cool.
could
Okay.
always try a diplomacy.
Persuasion check, maybe.
My diplomacy is +3. I have nature checks at +10.
Well, knowledge
Is there
knowledge
anything-
won't help you here. Survival would help with discerning
I don't have
what's already
survival.
discerned. Yeah.
What does I do? I have +2 to survival. That's about
Yeah.
it.
Cool was going to try. If
But
I had tried
I shall let you
diplomacy
decide
check,
on this.
Cool would do anything for mount. Anything.
Oh Lord.
Cav, you hear the screams because nobody's been making perception checks.
Nope, I'm not looking there.
I mean, I can make a perception check right now. I have +7 to perception, but what
you
am
can
I?
make
What
one.
am I?
You
what
just
am
make
I
a
trying
perception
to
check.
do?
If anyone's paying attention to us.
Yeah, I'll do it too because I got a +8.
I also have a question about a thing that I might possibly
There,
get.
perception. Oh gosh, I'm wasting all of our good rolls.
No, you're not.
All right. No, you guys don't really stand out too much. I mean, you guys are pretty much normal races, so nobody's keeping any special eye on you. You do not hear the screams of dying filling the air from far away. There is, however, a plume of black smoke rising from the mountains. Clear sign of battle between the tribes.
Probably blowing themselves up again.
As you point that out to Rolani, she lets you know that that's just to the east of where you guys want to go for the shortest
Who
path.
has found X on map?
Okay, so it's over there.
Yeah.
By scrolling down.
Oh, I'm supposed to look down. Cool no like to look up or down, especially in rain. Cool could drown.
Is there anything I don't have that I should have? Because I'm not entirely sure.
God damn.
a muzzle or earplugs to save your sanity.
I'm sorry.
It's
This would've-
okay.
this
It really
would've-
adds to the flavor of the campaign.
It adds
This-
to it.
This would have been great on like the night that Garrett was hearing like the voices telling him to kill. And he was like, kill, and then the shrieks and screams.
No, I mean you have your trail rations. I've set you guys up with your basic camping gear, and now that you have a tent, you should be okay.
I keep forgetting that
Uh,
my microphone picks it up through the door.
Okay, so I have a quarterstaff,
Oh, gosh,
quarterstaff,
that
and then a light crossbow. Am I able to have any sort of like, I don't know, shield or anything like that to
Elf should get
wear with it?
I don't
Elf
believe
should
you have
get 3
any
more quarterstaff to have
proficiencies.
whole
Let me double
staff.
check.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't sure if I have proficiency in it or
You're
not.
one short. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong.
Elf should get 3 more
You
quarterstaff
have
to
light
have
armor
whole staff.
proficiencies. No, you can't use any shields or anything.
Okay.
Whole staff.
Okay. All right.
Yes, we have sort of picked spells.
Right. Which is what I was getting to.
You know what? I will let chat decide my 4th level 1 spell since I haven't yet.
All right. So
That's a good idea.
At the mercy
uh,
of the chat.
we will progress time to the next day as we prepare our spells.
All my zero
You have
spells.
mutagens that you need to prepare, Jamin. Definitely take an enlarged person. Probably more than one of those. You also have the ability to blur your movement, meaning when you move 10 feet or more in a turn, it basically makes it harder for you to be able to be hit. There's a 20% chance that the enemy will miss you. But you need to prepare each of these as many times as you're going to use them, because you're actually making the mutagens.
So he's actually gonna bring like 35 potions.
Or, sorry, extracts. So I'm going to suggest...
I'm telling to
His
stop.
workshop. Making
Here.
the potions.
So Jamin, what
Alright.
I've written for you is 2 enlarged persons,
Ah, I can't
shield.
put the stronghold there.
a shield, and a true strike. So that way you can guarantee 1 hit at least, and also give yourself +4 to AC if need be.
That is the straw poll for Cool's last level 1 spell.
I don't know if Lonnie gets any spells, and I don't think so.
I don't get any spells either because I'm not a
No,
spellcaster.
but
Yay, renowned spellcasters!
Lyra, you have spells known. You just cast 6 total level 0s per day and 4 total level 1s per day. You don't have you don't have to prepare a spell book. You're just a spontaneous caster. All right, Sab, what are your level 0 spells?
Who is Sab?
Cool.
Cool has chosen Detect Magic, Virtue, Guidance, and Create Water.
No fitting.
And your level 1 spells.
Sun Metal because burning enemies' flesh is Gorum's favorite. Shield of Faith and Murderous Command because Gorum believes in battle. And it appears that Cool's 4th, by
Yeah,
a
that's fine.
landslide, is to turn water into alcohol. Enhance water.
Wait, what is it?
Enhanced water turns water into alcohol.
I have no idea when I voted for it.
All right. I don't have enhanced water on the list, so I'll just choose blessed water in its place, and we'll call it enhanced water.
Yeah.
Transforms water into an alcoholic beverage. This alcohol is of middling quality, but perfectly drinkable.
It's
This
probably
also serves to remove poisons, diseases, minerals, and other toxins from water as it transforms.
yeah, it's,
So
it's
it's
probably
like
from a,
what-
well. What I'm saying is, it's probably from a non-first party or it's for Pathfinder Society. It's not a.
The best thing,
Oh,
the
Society.
The
Yeah.
best thing in it, well, it's from the same setting as one of the feats you chose of mine, which is Inner Sea Gods.
Right, but it's probably
The
also a
best thing
Pathfinder
about it-
Society.
The more contaminants that exist in the water, the darker the ale or more full-bodied the wine becomes.
Ew. Ugh.
Dirtier water makes the best wine.
Okay.
So it
All right.
just gets more and more strong. It just gets stronger and stronger.
Let's see here.
So if we find like a toxic spring, Cool's day has come.
Riker doesn't have spells. Thank you for following, Jason. All right. All right. All spells are prepared. Nice and simple like that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what happens.
Rolani,
when you
what
don't have a
happens
party of
is-
people who can cast spells.
Each day we go. There's a total. Right now, you get to move 4 tiles, and we move the little "you are here" thing wherever it needs to go.
Okay.
And it's supposed to. Yeah, it does. Okay. What'll happen is I'll move it 1 tile at a time. I make a roll. We discover what's there and move on. Basically, it's up to you to discern where you need to be going. You know, you scroll down, you can see that this is your goal. The best possible route, you know, is through the mountain pass, which is, I don't know if you're able to see my pings. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yep, we can see the
that
pings.
is the mountain pass that you want to go through.
Right here.
Yes.
And
But
you said,
alcohol.
is this map
Where's the mountain pass again?
same as north, south, east, west?
About
Yes.
here-ish.
Okay.
It's a ripple in the pond of darkness.
So we don't want to go too far to the east because that's where the goblins are doing their landmines.
Yeah, so this is the pass. This is Smoldering Ruins.
Oh,
So
crap,
that
that's really
the mountain
close.
pass is the shortest possible route. So it'll be up to you to discern how dangerous things are as we go through. But it'll also be up to everybody
I can use
else.
Silent the Scout.
What ends up happening is each person will be assigned a certain check to make. That will be their check to make whenever we go somewhere. Alrighty, Cav. Catch you later. Thanks for watching.
Well,
Alright.
Cav, leave already. Oh, jeez.
So you can follow the route safely to Glinthurst, and then choose where to go if you want, or something else. What do you guys want to do? Starting with you, you can make a survival check to kind of see what the best way to go is.
Yeah.
The roads
I'll
are
go ahead and
safe.
Make that check. And can I use silent to kind of aid to that?
You can use silence check in place of yours, or you can use a +2 from silent.
Let me check silence.
And I'll move you guys to Glinthurst, mine.
Okay, yeah, so I'll just take
Glenn,
the
here's
+2 from it.
me.
Oh, great. There you go. PC's rolls are now jinxed.
What?
Okay. So you send your hawk out to scout, and it comes back. While you're waiting there at the mine, you notice that it's busy, but not like it used to be. Instead of maybe 20 active miners around or people around, it's about 13, and you can kind of hear some of them talking about the worrying about kobolds and stuff like that.
Kobolds are spelling.
Do not worry, Gurum will see us
So
through
you don't
glorious
have
battle.
speak with animals, but you do have a couple tricks, and one of them is the ability to, whenever Salen scouts, when it comes back, if it pecks your arm 1 time, all is clear. It hasn't spotted anything special. 2 times as it has spotted something special,
Okay.
or
I
out of
don't
the ordinary.
have the list of those tricks.
It's okay.
So just remind me
Yeah,
whenever
so
stuff like that
it
happens.
when it comes back and it lands on your gauntlet, it taps twice.
Okay. So there's something in the nearby area.
Yeah,
Is that what you just said?
basically.
So basically, one of these 2 hexes.
Yeah, there's something out there. And it could extend all the way out to here. When they're way up, they have a really good range.
Right. Alright, well, I'll talk to you guys and say that, I mean, the mine's not doing too good as is right now. And they could be in further danger if we leave it like this. Do you guys want to go check it out, or?
Cool, always up for
Practically on the
glorious
way.
battle.
I mean,
I'm indifferent.
Cool must spread the knowledge to the unbelievers. By force.
Okay.
I'll go out and.
Thank you for the follow, Lady Chesh.
They will learn of
Alright.
Gorm's.
Shy, if you
Perfect
will
ways.
click on which one you would like to move. I mean, you guys all have input on this, on which hex you would like to take. It has to be one that's adjacent.
Well, I do have a question.
Mhm.
If I go out and scout by myself,
Mhm.
can I send Silent? Like, if I find something, can I send Silent back to lead them to me? Or is that too advanced?
It's not too advanced. You can do that.
Okay.
You can just say, keep an eye out for Silent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead. If y'all want to scout the other areas, y'all don't have a way to contact me.
No,
though.
you wouldn't be able to then. They would have to wait
So
for you.
yeah. So I'll go ahead and scout out.
Okay. Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
that's-
Okay.
I mean,
Roll me a
unless
stealth
it's
check.
an option, she'll head out regardless.
Roll me a stealth check. Now remember, you have an armor penalty because of this.
Cool prefer to fight enemies.
You have a -6 to stealth. You're not a ranger.
I understand. But what was the teamwork thing?
That
Is
wouldn't.
that only in
No.
combat?
Well, you don't have any stealth thing for teamwork.
Okay. I mean, I'm not looking to be stealthy anyway.
Okay.
I'm just going to check things out.
Don't think we can be stealthy with that background noise.
I have a huge war horse with clingy armor, and I'm in plate.
Well, he has
mail, and-
horn armor on.
Yeah, but it still makes noise. And...
All right, so you got a 7.
Clack, clack,
Okay.
clack, 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 clack.
Which of these 2 did you move into?
I want to go to the northernmost one.
All right, it's right here.
Yeah.
All right, you spot.
I do
A
want to
couple
keep an eye out
of-
rather than sneaky.
Basically, not even really even a couple. There's a small blanket of smoke that's slowly rolling towards Glinthair's mine. And when you smell it, it smells basically like burning food. But
Are kobolds known for being bad cooks?
you don't spot where it's coming from exactly, but the further this way you move, the thicker it begins to get. You don't spot anything as far as creatures or kobolds or anything like that, but there's a good chance that as you move forward the next tile, that you'll probably run into them.
Okay. And how long does it take to travel a tile, roughly? Like.
A
2
tile is
hours?
6 miles.
Oh.
Yeah, and basically it's normally you can move 32 miles a day on the back of a horse, but since you're going to a
Okay.
forest, it's only 18 miles a day.
Right.
So it takes up a third of the day to go through one of these tiles.
Okay.
A third of an 8-hour day, so it takes 2 hours.
So
right?
there's I can't do
2.5
like
hours.
a perception check or something to determine. Well, no, if it's a blanket, that won't determine it anyway. All right. I'll send Silent back.
Okay, so those of you back at Glenthurst, after about 3 hours of waiting, finally the hawk shows up in the sky and starts circling overhead and begins to head towards tile 4.02.
I thought those were difficulty ratings, not names. Shit. You numbered all of these?
Yes.
So you guys follow?
Bloop.
All right.
Gonna
Everybody
So
follows.
we're-
They show up. They show up, and you guys spot the spotted horse and Rolani on the back. And as you move in, you notice the building smoke. In the 2.5 hours it took. Since you scouted ahead, that's as far as you can move today. So you guys will have to think about setting up camp, or you can march an extra 2 hours and try and find out what's causing the smoke.
Could we get back to the mines today?
If you force marched, yes, but that will leave you guys fatigued.
It's
And
only
your
like
mounts.
6 hours though.
Yes,
I can keep
but
everyone,
that's
I can
pushing
keep
your
everyone
horses
pumped
still
up with steroids to keep them watching.
Well, if I was waiting,
But it'll still leave you
for, like,
fatigued, is the thing. Like, no matter what, it'll leave you fatigued.
If I was waiting for like 3 hours for them to get to me,
Not enough
I
for
wouldn't
rest.
have been walking the whole time.
No, but it's also if you're going to march back. You got to take into the effect of continuing.
Right. No, I understand. I was just curious.
So we're
I
just
guess.
sticking to the rules on that one.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll let you guys know that basically we're gonna run into them soon if we keep going this way. So
Do they look like marching towards us?
No, she hasn't seen any of them.
Then why don't
It's
we
just the
rest?
building
and-
smoke.
In the
Strike
past several
them
hours,
tomorrow.
does it look like more smoke plumes have started getting closer and closer?
No, it's just like a blanket. Like it's smoke that has existed and hadn't been put out. It's not like black smoke, it's white smoke.
I can't really.
And it's
send
just
my
like-
bird out.
I don't know if you guys have ever been around someone who's been like burning their trash or something like that, and it's like hours after it's burned away, the smoke kind of like thickly covers the area. That's basically what it's like.
I can't send my bird out into
It's
it
not easy to
because,
find the
one,
source of it. It's just kind of like everywhere. But
It's
the
just-
further east you go, the thicker it is.
Could we? So they're not. It doesn't look like they're coming towards us then.
No, not actively. You haven't seen any of them.
Okay.
There's not like any tracks in the area or anything like that.
It could have just
Yes.
been blown here by the wind. Who knows?
Right. What's up, Jamin?
I forgot what I was gonna say something about clouds, sentient, gonna kill us.
Cloud kill.
Clearly, these are all poisonous
You-
fog creatures,
you
and we have
could-
them for our lives.
Just to kind of help you out with your character there, cool.
That
Like I
fog
said,
was
you
from
have
Witch's Rain.
tripwire, you have pythons. You guys could set up camp, and then you could set up your traps.
Also,
And-
have an axe can cut down trees.
I also have
Yeah, that'd take a while though.
I have a spell called Alarm, so I can essentially
also-
set up a ward
Yes, you can.
around the area.
Perfect. Also, if
Do we
I'm
want a
correct-
mental or an audible alarm?
You want a mental. Anytime you can take a mental, you take a mental.
Okay.
Am I correct in that there was going to be a storm tonight?
There's a
I
chance.
think it was
It's
a
been building
storm
up.
tonight. It was just a chance in the couple days.
What do I use to set a
Rain.
trap?
Soon.
What
Ye-
skill check is that?
You don't have to make a skill check. That is just a set DC basically. They have to make a
They
DC
have to make a
I thought it was
skill check.
skill check. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
For some reason, I thought it was a modification of a disabled device.
will this
Nah.
use up all of my wire and stuff, or do I have plenty of it?
No, and you can reuse it too. You can just pick it back
If
up.
it's not damaged,
Okay.
You can,
reuse it.
with what you have, I think you can set up 4 traps. Is what I set
Nice.
you for.
Well, we'll end up setting two. So, how does the area look? Is there like a specific area that looks like it would be more facing them and easier to traverse
That's what I
near
was
where
just
we're
gonna
planning to
ask.
set up our camp?
If
Can we
I
set it up
could
near
use-
like natural tree ring or something like that?
Yeah, give me a perception check, and if you beat it, I'll let the DC increase by 2.
Can I make the perception check?
Only if Cole fails. Otherwise, you can give him +2 aid.
Never mind.
Ooh, that's good.
You find several low areas in the woods, and kind of just set the traps between a couple of pines that are about 6 to 7 feet across. And you set the tripwire just low enough, and you hide the pythons behind some leaves, so that way it becomes a DC 17 in order for them to see it. If they don't see it, they trip.
I apparently have eagle eyes and spirit sense. So
We'll
I'm
set
like
those-
all about perception right now, apparently.
Well, so we'll set those up. And is there an area that sort of has like maybe a fallen tree on one side of it, so that we can have some sort of natural defense for our camp itself?
No, you do not spot a fallen tree.
Okay.
Can
Okay.
I use survival to see the best place to set camp up?
Yes. And anybody can make any other skill checks they would like to as well.
I mean,
You
Let's
you
see.
find a very good spot. So if there's no fire going on at night, then your camp will be a little bit harder for them to spot.
What are nature checks
that we
good
still-
for exactly?
Knowledge nature is great for identifying properties of animals or anything that you're fighting that's natural. They're also great for identifying any foliage, any kinds of plant
See if
life,
there's
anything like
anything
that.
poisonous.
Oh,
Correct.
There we go.
check
Knowledge
any things
nature.
that are poisonous or natural
Well,
foes against our poor horse.
Jamin did a 29 on his knowledge nature.
Yeah, but Lyra, what you can do is a perception check because a knowledge nature tech doesn't do anything by itself. You have to see the stuff first. So we'll
Alright,
use his
so-
roll for whatever you see.
Yeah.
Perception is +7. Okay. There. Oh, there goes my
Jeez,
beautiful
there goes
20.
y'all's 20s.
So
We're
You're-
killing this camp making.
you're wandering around and you actually spot this patch of kind of black and gray algae on the ground. And it catches your eyes obviously because it stands out from the other foliage as being black and gray. And you call Jamin over and he looks it over, and actually Jamin is something that you use for poisons. It is a rotting mold basically. So you know not to build the camp too close to there because that mold can overtake your supplies in one night. But Jamin, you can collect it in some vials and use it for some reagents for your alchemy.
Can Jamin? So since
He
Jamin
can't collect
can
all of
make
it because there's too
poisons,
much.
Can he make poisons for our weapons?
He makes poison potions,
Okay.
so most of his stuff is all ingested only.
Mm-hmm.
He can apply it to his weapons, but he can't apply it to you guys' weapons unless it's beforehand. And normally it's a one-time use. Once you stab, it's done. So it's like a yes and a no. It won't stay on there, but yes, he can apply it. It's just a one-time use.
Rogues have the better
Would that be
weapons.
would that be something that's useful to do?
It will
For
eat
all
up
of us
one of
just
his
ahead of
own.
time?
It'll eat up one of his own potion
Okay.
making uses through the day. So it's probably not worth it. Poisons at this level aren't super strong, and they're very high in raging.
Hard to make.
Yeah, but he can take this stuff and sell it back in Glintberg or Hearthfall, or use it later on.
Like we did with the Red Vein.
Yes. So you guys carefully avoid that stuff. As a matter of fact, Jamin, you also know that the best way to handle it is to take a torch and kind of hold it really close and burn the stuff away.
Oh, don't want to use mage hand on that?
Now, Mage Hand wouldn't do anything. You want to burn it.
Alright.
Does it like go? Whee!
No, it kind of does like what hair does when it burns. It shrivels and then just burns away. It just
You gonna do anything,
No.
Rickert?
Then it goes.
A fearless leader. What are your plans?
He's gonna lead us
I'm going
fearlessly.
ahead.
That's what he's gonna
Well, hang
do.
So what's up, Riker?
what?
Is there anything you wanted to do before moving
I'm-
through the night?
There's not really anything I can do, so I might as well
Okay.
just be.
You
To
could.
be honest, I'd be like, it'd probably be best if I was one of the first ones to bed, so I could use the rest of my time as a watch.
Yeah, I was about to say you could go while they're doing all this. You can take your 2-hour rest or whatever, and then keep watch for the rest of the night.
I'll take
In
one of
the
the
back.
first thrusts.
In the background, you hear Jamin go, "Get me a map. I need the whip. I need the whip. Give
All
me a
right,
whip. Give me a whip."
Jamin, you need to drink one of your potions, or whenever you take your rest, you're gonna end up.
I inject it
Fatigue.
right into the bloodstream.
You gotta drink them, man. You drink your potions. What potion do you
I drink
drink?
it-
You got.
Let's see what do I got.
You could just drink your shield
Just
and get a
reach-
+4 to
just reach
AC.
into your bag.
No, how about box skin?
Just
Because
drink
Jamin
all
thinks
of the
he can actually
things.
give him box
No,
skin, he can
Don't drink those ones. Those ones you can't
Those
make.
ones are good.
You can't make those ones
Drink
right
one
now.
that you can make.
You can make those when
Okay.
you're in town. So you have 2 enlarged persons and then a shield or a true strike. And if you use the shield, you just have a +4 to AC, and then you can go to sleep nice and comfy, all hyped up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I bet if I drink in large person, I wouldn't be able to
Then
sleep all
you'll
night.
take up most of the tent.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to take up half the tent while everybody else is trying to fit in there, and Riker's keeping watch.
Well, yeah, I'll take the shield then. I wouldn't want to catch anything from anyone else.
Exactly. Cool Crook. He sleep a little close.
Yes.
His double axe poke many times in middle of night.
The shield just makes
Cool.
Jay's
So now
butt
that you-
just
now-
clench.
Now that you've been with Cool for more than a day or two, you realize that his axe is not named Betty, it's named Bella. And if you ask why, it's because better move out way.
All right. So I'm going to roll a
So I
dice
guess
here.
I'm setting up alarm.
Thank God I'm asleep during this.
I sleep for 4 hours and then I'm good to go.
All
Cool
right.
need beauty rest.
I'm into
Cool have
this.
dainty complexion.
What I'm going to do real quick.
Who's watching?
Riker.
Oh, okay.
Plus, we have an alarm, and we've got
Oh, dang
tripwires,
it, I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
and at least one part of the camp has like an evil, hideous mold thing that will protect us. 'cause
Well,
it'll
that's
eat
burned away
people.
now. And it only
He didn't burn
it
the
eats
whole
supplies.
thing.
Yeah, it eats supplies. So you burned away the,
I'm
sa-
pretty
the
sure. I'm
biggest
pretty
bit.
sure you can use corpses as supplies. So
Let's see here.
pretty sure most animals are made of meat. So that's supplies. That'll count.
Was a
It's got
campfire
my
set up?
No, we did not set up a campfire.
Okay, yeah, and there's no need. It was kind of warm. All right, so I'm going to drag you guys over to my forest encounter map. You guys can set up how you want to.
Oh, okay.
Is it still nighttime?
Ooh, hello.
It's getting
Where
there.
are the traps? Where are the traps set?
We're going to have traps set here. Oops, let me make this a little bit brighter. There we go. So you guys have a trap set there. You have a trap set there, there, and there. Each square represents 5 feet. And tail, if you can take the little drawing tool and draw us where the center or where you've put your alarm spell at.
Alarm lasts a mile away in all directions, I believe.
Oh, it does? Really? Wow, that's way
Wow.
better than I thought it was.
It says a mile. Well, it's-
All right, well then it
that's
doesn't
what
matter where you put it.
said. I'll double check it just to make sure.
Oh, alarm
Yeah.
is overpowered
So long
as
as
hell.
you notice a mental ping that awakens you from normal sleep.
It's the voice going, message!
Wait,
Message!
Hey, hours of the night.
hold on.
Listen.
Oh no,
The area
it's a
is
20-foot
20
radius,
feet
yeah.
radius. But I
Yeah.
can
be within a mile of it.
yeah. So I'll take whatever the 20 feet radius is that we didn't have guarded.
It's
the
right
tent.
around the tent. Right here.
20-foot radius. Radius.
Right here?
Radius. That'll be the entire. That'll be the entire circle. Yeah.
So move
Would
the
it not be
message.
better to have it in one of the non-trapped areas? Because if we hear the trap go off,
Oh God.
you hear
What-
somebody go,
I didn't
"Ah!"
do that. How do I erase that?
You don't worry about
No.
it.
That's
That's
actually
perfect.
pretty good.
That
Also-
is the radius of the alarm.
Oh, I was saying this random purple rectangle that I have right
Oh,
now.
okay, I got it.
Oh, it's fine.
Cool would have made sure all party members know where traps are, not to step over them,
Fantastic.
or rather, to
Backflipping
step
over
over them,
Is backflipping
You
over
step
the
over
thing?
them. not to trip over them,
All right,
especially her.
all right.
Ymir can smell things within 30 feet
All right.
too.
So, Jamin,
Where are you
Over
going,
here.
Jamie?
Riker,
horse is
you're
sticking
back
his
here.
head in
You're
front.
keeping. Hang on,
What?
guys.
That's
Riker,
where Jamin is.
Riker's keeping watch right there.
What is
where's
dog
Bosch?
doing? Why is dog nowhere near?
He's
the
tied up to a
tent?
tree.
See. And the other horses, one of the horses is in the tent, and the other one's outside the
No,
tent.
it's not. It's not in the tent. It's just
Just
sticking
tied
its
up-
head
yeah, tied
inside
up
the
near.
tent.
And where was the smoke from? The east?
Yeah, it's the thickest towards the east, but it's kind of just blanketing a light blanket in the area. It hasn't gotten. It's gotten a
Okay.
little stronger as time has progressed, but not.
Yeah, probably around
Significantly.
where I've set him up right now is probably where I'm gonna
Okay.
My horse is like a
Uh,
bloodhound, so
spending
you're
my
good
watch.
there.
Okay.
I find it really funny that Ymir can be used to track smells.
Regalia's got 6 perception.
Yeah,
I've got 8.
they're crazy. Friggin' 20 strength on Ymir.
All right. So pretty late in the night. Everybody else is asleep.
You want me
It's-
rolling perception?
yeah. Everybody else is asleep.
Ah, that's terrible.
You think that you hear a light crunch kind of coming off in the distance as if something snapped a twig.
Hmm.
When you make the perception check, you kind of look out to see what it is, but it's kind of hard to see. The smoke is thickening. The moon isn't too bright. The cloud cover is pretty strong.
I'm not gonna draw it, but I'll put my hand on. Let's say the rapier for now.
How late into the rest? I want to say it's about 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
So I'm up too.
If you want to be, yeah.
Since Reichard's watching over there, I'll watch over here.
Okay.
I have no
Wait,
idea
I
how
have
much.
to- I had to- I had to- I had to send Ronnie a message because she woke up early.
Okay.
Just like,
So,
do I out of curiosity, do I get to make a perception as well, or I'm not near it?
no, you can make a perception. Go ahead.
As an elf, how long do I need to rest?
4 hours.
Whoa, really? That's it?
She
I
meditates,
can
yeah.
technically be, so I can technically be awake right now.
Yeah, you could.
Or you could sleep more.
I'm a guy 17.
Yeah,
I mean, the more rest that you get, the better. But
Jamin's sleeping pretty good there.
you only.
I got an alarm.
Yes.
I got an alarm. So if something triggers me, I'm gonna wake up. So, well, something just triggered.
So, Rolani, you
Oh.
hear you hear something crack, and then you hear as a kobold falls, and not only does he trigger this little trap and trips, he falls prone. If I can,
He hit it
what's
hard
the
enough to
thing
break
measure
it.
distance?
and
Did he actually hit it hard enough to break it?
he set it off, so it tripped him. So yeah, it's just a
Okay.
simple trap. But on top
mean,
of
usually
that,
it's the-
Layra, in the middle of your meditation, you just hear this ding, so you know something's nearby. When that happens, these 3 kobold kind of like, whenever he trips and falls, they kind of laugh at him, but they're like, and they finish
Be quiet.
their move action, and we'll roll an initiative for those of you who are currently awake. That is Rykert, Layra, and Rolani.
It's only 4 kobolds. I don't think
Where's
we need
my
to wake the
initiative?
others.
You're not even gonna wake us
It's
up.
only 4 kobolds. There's like 13 more back in the bushes.
So,
don't know how strong
Rolani,
they
you got a
are.
Did you
20
just say roll initiative? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
for Rykert, Layra, and Rolani. So Rolani got
I
a
have so many rolls. They're just 1d20 plus 8. Ooh,
Where is my initiative?
there's the
Plus
21 I
one.
needed it.
yeah.
Do I roll for Namir, or do you want me to act?
No,
on
he
one with it?
acts on yours.
Okay. As long as
13.
we're within.
Yeah.
Do I still need
these-
to roll even though I'm asleep?
No.
No, you're knocked out. Unless one of us kicks you in the face, you're out.
Okay.
I mean, I can easily wake them up. I'm still in the tent, so.
I don't know.
Cole's-
Colbert has a pretty tight grip on him.
Cool has one hand on Jamin and the other on Betta. I like that Jamin never noticed that I moved my icon over on top of his early
did
on
notice
after we
that.
went to sleep.
All right. So we begin
Just
this.
kind of rolled on top.
We begin combat.
I got
With-
a 28.
Rykert.
Nice.
Okay, so, what's my movement? So my move is 30, right? And nothing special
Yes.
because I'm just generic human.
Yep.
But that prone one, you can just insta kill him, can't you?
Yeah.
No, he's not helpless.
Okay.
He's just
He's
prone.
prone.
Not helpless,
Prone.
just prone.
But you get a massive advantage on him.
Yep.
Hmm.
You just walk over.
Both hand and ranged. Is it feasible to draw the rapier and a dagger and throw the dagger?
It
You
is. Yeah, if you don't move.
Yeah. Well, I can't hit him with a dagger if I don't move. So.
What's your third distance?
10 feet.
But you only take what, a negative, like, is it 2 for
For every
range
increment after.
increment?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you'd be at -2 to hit him from where you are,
but he's prone. So
which would make it a +2. So it just balances out.
It out. Yeah.
Yeah, might as well do that then.
yeah.
Draw the rapier,
Okay.
throw a dagger, which then is +7 because that's my dagger roll.
Yep.
13.
So a 13, and then it is a. So the dagger just hits the ground softly next to him, and just misses.
Uh,
Ooh, free dagger.
The other goblins kind of look up and see where it came from. They already had their weapons out though. All right, Rolani, it's your turn.
Probably.
You can see that Kulgruk and
All I
Jamin
see is
are
the
still
turn
asleep,
order for goblins.
and you see that Layra is kind of shuffling about like she's getting up.
I mean, I probably would have said something, though.
Okay, yeah, you can also say
Had to make
something
the
too.
attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
announced kobolds.
Okay, do you shout it out?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Okay, so
That's I think that's the point of a watch to
Yeah.
alert everybody.
yep, okay. So when we get to the bottom of the initiative order, I'll allow Kulgruk and Jamin to wake up and have one action.
Are these
My action's
kobolds
gonna be
or goblins?
You'll stand up and then you'll have an action.
Then I'll go right back to sleep.
All right, so
Are these
Rolani's turn.
kobolds or goblins?
Kobolds.
kobolds.
Rolani is. What's the distance on a charge?
It's your move speed, I believe.
It's 60 feet, I think.
Check.
It's double your move speed if you want to charge at somebody. Unless that's the wrong move I'm thinking of.
No, it could be. I don't follow charge too much. It's a full round action that moves up to twice your speed, and
Yeah.
then you use an attack action.
I believe it has to be in a straight line. Though.
Directly towards yeah, it does. It has to be a straight line. And
How
mounting
much,
will be a move action.
Yeah. How much rest does Namir need? Like, is he okay to?
No, he needs full rest.
Okay, so I'll let him rest then, I guess.
You can use your foot charge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
Yes, I do allow diagonal charges as long as nothing's in your way. I don't care. So just take your ruler, measure
Just-
it out. So you got
Just
plenty.
remember, if you do that one,
Okay.
if you do that, oh no, wait, he's prone. He can't get an attack of opportunity.
So I'll go ahead and I can charge this guy and be right here. Yeah.
Yeah, you can charge the prone one.
How many daggers do I have left? 4? I think it's
You have more than that. Yeah,
one,
you have-
two, three, I have 4 normal daggers, so I'm not going to waste a silver dagger on a kobold.
yeah.
What if it's a were kobold?
Then
A
I think we're in a
werebold.
lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just it's what it is it's normally a human, but on full moons it turns into a kobold.
So what happens is you take a -2 to your AC, you get a +2 to attack,
Okay.
and that's the sound of the kobolds as you charge them.
What?
Oh, the small shield in the background.
Aw. Oh, he's prone, so that might hit, right?
No, 13 does not hit.
Damn, really?
But she gets a +2 because of the prone.
She already did the +2.
I did the +2.
Oh,
Yep. So she misses. She rushes him and slices with the long sword.
He ducked. I misjudged his height.
You know, he did like a quick roll, and all you did was just like dig up some soil.
Yeah.
And then it's their turn. He stands up, provoking an attack of opportunity from you.
Cut him down.
What?
Swing your
You
sword.
to attack of opportunity?
Yeah, this is just a normal attack.
Wait. Does 15 hit?
15 hits.
Alright.
Roll damage. Why'd you flip yourself upside down?
Because you can.
Listen,
All right. A clean slice cuts his throat open and he falls down, dead. Dying, dead.
I'll kick him to make him die.
Is he like he's like seasoned? Oh.
Yeah, he kind of like just falls over, face down, and then these guys are like, "Yay!" And they charge in.
Meat.
And each one will attack Rolani.
Okay. I don't have any more
Alright.
actions to get a shield out, do I?
No, that was an attack of opportunity. All right.
Oh, right. My bad.
All right. That's one miss. That's another miss.
Horse kick.
And yet another miss. Go to Lyra's turn. They're all just like
My horse is
slashing
also
with their
asleep,
axes.
right?
Not now. Your horse has woke up and just like, but since he's tied, he's like trying to fight and pull back, but he's
Could he
tied. So.
I mean, could he pivot and kick that kobold that's near him?
No, he's not trained for
No.
combat, so he's spooked.
Okay.
Even if he was, it'd
Okay.
probably be a bad idea.
He's
All
got
right,
two
so
hooves.
Lyra, it's your turn.
But when things
Okay,
start
so
attacking, they start
in
getting
the tent.
attacked.
True, true.
I gotta get out of the tent in order to
Yes, you
actually
have to
attack
exit
anything.
in this direction.
Climb out
Okay.
the top.
Well, I might as well.
You just poke your head out the bottom.
Whoops,
Ah,
Whoa! Where
Oh,
did
no.
The
the
tent has disappeared.
it did. I tried to move it to the map layer.
What evil magic?
A gust of wind.
Clearly, this is evil kobold magic.
There.
My horse is no longer sticking his head into the tent. Okay, well, let's see. Should I go ahead and, summon myself a wolf?
Just
Summon
summon
your-
your Aldeon.
Yeah, can't you get your Eidolon thing?
It takes a minute to bring it out, but,
Yeah, it's not out.
I'm not sure what
You
it...
can use your summon monster one though. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
You could
thought it was
also,
two.
if you had enough. Do you have enough movements? No, you don't. But say you could move up close enough and do your wand of color spray.
I was gonna say if
5
you're
feet. No,
if
you do
you're
have enough.
anything-
You can hit 2 of them with the
I
color
do
spray.
Really?
You could also possibly hit Rolani
If you
with
get
the
right
color
here.
spray, depending on where you aim it.
No, Lyra's not Garrett.
That's 10.
You don't have to clear the edge of the tent.
Right
You
here.
can walk on the edge of the tent here.
Oh wait, no.
Right? That's what you were doing. You were
Yeah,
checking
I was
this.
saying right.
You can
right
walk
here.
on the edge of the tent
And then-
squares.
Yeah. Right there. And then this will be your origination point
And then it'll
right
hit...
here, and so it'll hit those 2 and not Rolani.
these two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
okay.
they don't get to go again until the turn order comes all the way back around.
Right. Ah, I'm still stuck in ruler mode. Alright. Where the heck did I say I was going?
Right there.
Is it right there?
One more far.
Yep.
Oh, right there.
Stay behind me.
Yep.
Yep.
And that'll
Okay.
catch everybody except for Rolani, or well, not everybody, but it'll catch the 2 top ones there, not Rolani. So
Yep.
you, and out sprays several colors. They kind of light up the area. And we use.
The Rainbow Bright.
Yes.
Yeah, the color spells are some of my favorite. I love Prismatic Wall.
Oh man, the prismatic spells are just so nice.
All right. So what happens is
Materials: red sand, blue sand, yellow sand, pocket sand.
I have to look at how many hit dice. Okay.
I mean, that's
So it hits
basically
each
what
of them in
color
the
spray
area.
is.
They have to make a will save. So I'll make that roll now.
Oh, you're gonna hit.
Will save.
Unless there's like one really defiant kobold in there.
Both of them fail the save. So I need you. Both of them fall unconscious, blinded, and stunned for 2d4 rounds.
So we can figure
Jeez.
out-
God
So
damn.
roll me a 2d4. and also mark 1 use off of that. You have 49 more uses of that wand.
Jeez, that's great.
They are out for 8 rounds. They're like, ah!
I didn't think it knocked it out.
And-
I thought it just stunned them.
Oh no, it's
No,
great.
it said unconscious for 2 HD or less. That's the thing. So for
Ah.
2 hit dice or less, they are unconscious, blinded, and stunned now for 8 rounds. And then if they are woken up, they are blinded and stunned for an additional 1d4 rounds. And then when that's over, they're stunned for 1 round. So,
I mean, that's what you get for when you have to deal with basically big, powerful pocket sand.
yep.
I'll talk to those that are awake.
Pocket sand plus laser light show.
That is it for Lyra's turn, unless she wants to say anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I smacked one of the two to wake them up, but I think the shout would have already woken
right.
No,
up.
they're awake. You could already see that they were waking up.
Yeah,
Okay.
the other guys got awake now.
Okay.
Yeah, he wakes up. Huh?
All right. So, Jamin, you act first. Out of the two of you, you get 1 action. You have stood up.
And when you first
See.
wake
Stood up.
up, Cougar had an arm
What's going
around
on?
you and was like,
What is going on?
"Uh."
Do I get to look outside and look at the
Kuldruk's warm embrace
What
lets
is
go
this?
of you.
What is this? Ayodelo? Ayodelo?
Oh, get back to sleep.
Ah, you are!
Oh my god.
Jeez, crackhead.
I can't deal with this right now. Just go back to sleep.
All right. So what do you do?
I'm gonna smash him in the face with the Earthbreaker.
You can't do that. You only have 1 action. You used a move
Stand
action
up.
to stand up,
Yeah.
and now you have 1 action. You can use a move action to move.
Yeah, Sandra to move.
I'll move to, like, here.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, you don't
Drag
want to
your
move right
token.
in front of me? Get hit by a color wand?
Oh, yeah.
You don't need
That's
to
what you're
move
like.
again. Not yet.
What if I just move next to you then, like right here?
That works too.
But then you can't hit the one that's right here. You could just walk right here
can
and then
wait.
you can coup de grace that one.
He can wait. Once he
Yeah,
gets to his
wait.
turn again. Cool, Grook,
Still
your
warming up.
turn.
What is it to roll a perception check when I wake up?
It's a free
Is that
action.
going to take up my action? Okay. I want to see if there's anything coming from the other direction. Or would that ping her little alarm thing again?
No, the
Nah, it would
alarm
have
is
to be
gone.
in. Yeah, I forgot to take the thing away since it already triggered.
It's gone. It's
Yeah.
already gone.
Yeah, I
don't
meant
see
to
it.
take that away.
But the traps are still up.
Okay. So when I got up, did I see anybody over there or any other direction?
You catch an arrow square between the eyes. Yes. No, nobody. You can't spot anything else coming out.
That looks handled over there.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep.
Let me see what the range is on some of my spells real quick.
He begins to cast spells. Huh. Okay. All right. I'm used to
I
this.
think they're all touch range though.
Pretty much, yeah.
Touch. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I'll come move over next to y'all because otherwise I can't do anything.
I can't help but notice that Twitch wants either PC or myself to die in this
So I step to
campaign.
here. Then I can go to there. That takes 15, so I'm at 20 feet. And then I can go there, or I can go
You
there.
should probably relink that thing.
All right.
Yeah, can go
I
there.
will relink it, and we'll go on a quick break. We kind of went a little overtime on our first
I want
break
to
there,
eat my cookies.
so I move to round 2, and we'll see you guys in about 5 to 10 minutes, so we can all get snacks and wonderful things. We'll be back, guys. I'm leaving the